Hey guys, it's Jay. Hope everybody's having a great day and staying safe. Today's video, we're going to discuss the W. I don't think I've seen anybody with a video on the W. It's a series of 18-foot U-turns. You can open it up to 20. It's a great pattern. It deals with transitions and teardropping. So it takes what we used in the offset cone weave, where we started developing the teardrop and the offset cone weave, basically builds upon that, and now you're going to use it for a series of U-turns through basically what looks like a W. The setup is pretty easy. You just run a line of cones about 32 feet long. You come off the center of the cone. This is the way I set it up, from the center to the outside of the wall to the center of this wall. It's 9 feet. From the center of this wall to the center of this wall, it's 9 feet. Now, I will admit, not the brightest crayon in the box. I kind of got the left side off a little bit. It's a little shorter, a little narrower, but we're just going to cowboy up and adapt our riding skills, because not everything's perfect in the real world out on the streets, right? So we need to be able to adjust. So yeah, I think that's great practice. Teardropping, so you kind of roll out, roll all the way out and back in, okay? Like a figure eight. A figure eight is 2 teardrops, back to back, basically, connected, upside down. Just a teardrop. So think about that as you're riding. We're gonna try to use low RPMs, total clutch control with proper throttle engagement. Now, whenever you're doing these type of patterns, bike placement is essential. You always wanna have your bike placed inside the pattern to use all your real estate, okay? Even at 20, 22 feet, you wanna make sure you're using all your real estate. We're gonna remember to sit high in the saddle, sit as high as you can in the saddle, shoulders back, head up, head and eyes up. When you're making your U-turns, you wanna be looking over your shoulder where you wanna go. Now, for those who have watched videos before, I use total clutch control on all of these patterns. I'm not saying that you need to do that right now. I think you should work towards that, because the more control you have of your bike, the safer and more proficient rider you're going to be. You know, there's guys out there that are riding circles around me. I can sit here and give you a list of names. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to help you guys understand total clutch control with proper throttle engagement, so you don't place a lot of unnecessary wear and tear or excessive wear and tear on your bikes, okay? Learning these slow speed skills. So I'm gonna demonstrate this with the clutch, throttle, and rear brake using head and eye placement. We all know about that. Low RPMs. I'm not gonna raise the RPMs up even with the throttle. Then I'm gonna demonstrate it with clutch only. Then I'm going to demonstrate it using it as a braking and obstacle avoidance exercise at 20 miles per hour and also at 25 miles per hour, okay? So here we go. This will be clutch, throttle, and rear brake. Put your speed, apply the rear brake, apply the rear brake, a little bit of throttle. Remember, your teardrop, come over, apply the rear brake, a little bit of throttle, teardrop in, apply the rear brake, teardrop in, stay in your lean. You want to stay in your lean. One more time. Now we're going to go to the right. Teardrop in, stay in your lean, make your teardrop, make your teardrop, stay in your lean. Now we're going to use the clutch only. Just going to come in, coast it in. I need some power, engage the clutch. One more time with the clutch. Here we go. don't have to use the clutch only. I'm just showing you don't have to have excessive RPMs at all. Clutch only. Engage your clutch. Open it up. Hold your clutch. Right there in the gray zone. Now I'm going to hold my clutch steady right there in the gray zone. I'm not going to move my clutch at all. Here we go. Just holding it steady right there. Now to the right. Staying in the gray zone. Just keep your clutch steady. I didn't move my clutch, I just kept it right in the gray zone. Using a little RPM here and there is not going to be excessive wear. But if you're coming through here like this all the time, when you're riding your rear brake, yeah, you're heating, you're doing some excessive wear, unnecessary wear. Does this look more professional? Like more control? Or this one? I would take the first. I could just come through. I got a little detour, no problem. Now we're going to use it as a braking and obstacle avoidance. I'm going to be at 20 miles an hour. As soon as I hit the cone right here, as soon as I break the barrier, I can apply the front and rear brake, okay, 20 miles per hour. It's not massive, but this is emergency threshold braking. That wall simulates the car turning left in front of me. I've got to stop from 20 miles per hour. Then we'll do it at 25. So like I said, it's 32 feet. So you've got probably, 25 feet, 28 feet to stop from 20 to 25 miles per hour. Looks like this. 20 from second gear, downshift. There's 20 miles per hour, downshift. One more time at 20. You'll be in second gear, you'll have to downshift, bring your clutch in, apply your brake. There you go. Now I broke a little early that time because I was talking. But you want to pull your clutch in as you downshift. Keep your clutch in. You're downshifting till first. 20 miles an hour again. I'm at 20. Front brake, a little throttle, see? It's quick, but start at 15. Let's do it at 15 miles per hour. Start at 15. Okay, here we go. We're in first gear, you're in second gear. I'm at 15 miles per hour. Apply the brake, slow down, make your turn. See, I had to use my brake there. Had a brain fart. 15 miles per hour. In second gear. Downshift to first, slow down, make your turn. This is a great exercise for transitions, but it can also be turned into a braking and obstacle avoidance exercise. Everything you do, you should look at how it applies to the real world, okay? You can increase the distance. I've got a medium back there. I can't really get up faster than 30, but you know, you can increase the distance, the stopping distance. You can play with it, just build it up. But when you're doing the braking, you're downshifting, you're holding the clutch, you pull the clutch in, you downshift first. Your foot is basically on the brake pedal, okay? You bring the clutch steadily in, and the weight transfer from the back of the bike to the front of the bike allows the contact patch to widen. But when the weight shift occurs, it kind of throws your body forward, and that gives you enough pressure for your foot right on the edge of the brake to apply the brake. So it kind of looks like this. Clutch is in, pull the brake in steadily, slow steadily, weight shift occurs. Now, if the front wheel locks up and you start feeling rough to smooth, like you're on ice, and the handlebars start turning left to right, you've got to release that front brake and properly reapply. Don't grab it. If you grab that brake like this, you're going to have a front wheel lockup. If that happens, you need to release it and properly reapply, okay? All right, so that's the W. It's transitions, it's teardropping, clutch control, proper throttle engagement, use of the rear brake when needed. You don't want to be riding the rear brake. You don't only want to sound good, you want to look good too. All right? So, hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day.